What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm excited to be talking about self-love and just ways to practice self-love because you guys, I've been on a journey. And if you haven't seen my last video, go check it out, go watch it, and then come back over here because I spoke a lot about my journey, my self-love journey, and just I thought I'd share a little bit more about how you guys can practice self-love and what I'm doing to practice self-love and just really focus on being the best version of myself. And I thought that you guys would find some value in that. So if you guys want to hear how I've been practicing self-love, then keep watching. All right, so I do have an appointment, so I have to make this quite quick. So the first thing that I want to get into is health is wealth, you guys. The way that I've grown such a passion for really building my physical and mental strength is just so amazing. And I've got to be very honest, I got that from military school because, you know, I was tested so much, like mentally and physically. They really broke you down to like build a character. And I feel like that's not what I'm incorporating in my workout, but just like the physical challenge of really pushing myself physically, you know, because I was pushed also really physically as well, like to do things that I never thought my body could achieve. And just having that structure, I was really pushing. And let me tell you, it really stuck with me until now. So I've grown such a passion for physical fitness, and which is the reason why I created Bootcamp Body. If you guys don't know, during the pandemic, I started a community, a really amazing community that is just a safe place for anyone who's looking to challenge themselves physically on this journey, on this health journey. And it's just a community of all of us. And I actually host some virtual fitness coaching, some classes, some Bootcamp Body classes, which is really like a whole 45-minute bootcamp workout, which is super intense, challenging, but it's just amazing for all aspects of the body. Honestly, it's really great, and it's been helping me stay accountable because I have to show up for you all. So if you guys are interested in joining the Bootcamp Body Co family, then make sure that you reach out to me. You comment down below. I would give you all the details. It's amazing. I actually have a website being created for it because the community is growing and I just want to be able to add more value to you guys. So stay tuned for that. But yes, health is wealth, and just remind yourself you are what you eat. So if you're not watching what you're eating and you're consuming a lot of unhealthy foods, you're gonna feel really junky and sluggish, and your mind and your brain is just not gonna be able to function on a high level. So I've learned to really give myself the nutrition and the protein that I really need to grow. And honestly, it really does make a huge difference. I would say health is wealth, you guys. Focus on giving your body everything that it needs to maintain a really good health. The next thing I want to get into is your first 15. And wow, this is so important, you guys. If I could really stress one thing, I'd say before you pick up your phone in the morning, before you do anything in the morning, give yourself 15 to 30 minutes just to yourself. And I would say whatever it is that you do, you're religious, you want to practice your faith, you want to read scripture, you want to pray, whatever it is that you do, meditation, yoga, affirmations in the morning, you take those 15 to 30 minutes to feed your soul and feed your spirit, because I'm a firm believer in my faith, but that is what gives me strength. That's what keeps me going. And that's why before I do anything, I'm really trying to hold myself accountable to having my first 15 to 30 minutes in the morning to just soaking that all in and getting my mind and my soul and my spirit ready to conquer the day. I don't know what I would do without it. So that is one of my best suggestions to you guys. Whatever it is that you're into, whatever it is that you do to keep you going, I would say do that. So if it's meditation, if it's yoga, if it's prayer, Bible study, if it's scripture, whatever it is that works for you, please do that. You'll notice such a huge difference in your day, how you feel and how you approach things. You really just want to wake up and just be grateful. And I've noticed ever since I've implemented this, I've felt good. I was able to just do more, produce more. I just felt really, really great. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, and if you didn't watch my video, that's why I said go watch it, because I did speak about healthy relationships, and this one is actually removing negative people from your life. You guys, part of your growth and your self-love journey really means aligning yourself with people that you ultimately are aligned with. And I think protecting your space, or mental health is so important. So if you are surrounding yourself with people that are just not aligned with you, with where you want to be, with where you're going, I really recommend that you focus on you, that you focus on your self-growth, that you focus on your journey, because it's just really hard to do what you're trying to do and accomplish what you're trying to accomplish when you have pessimistic people around you, or you have a negative energy, or you just having someone raining down on your parade. And I don't know about any of you, but I don't want that. You know, I have enough haters in my life. I don't need the close people that are around me hating on me or wishing bad upon me, or just not understanding, or just giving me more negative energy that I just don't want to be around. So I know this is really hard to do and it's uncomfortable. It may be a colleague, it may be a best friend, it may be a family member, but I really recommend that you identify really good relationships and you identify the bad ones and kind of boot them out, because it truly is going to make a big difference in your journey and where you're looking to go and what you're looking to accomplish. So that's a great advice that I would give, and it's probably one of the most important on this list. Take notes. Now let's get into bad habits, you guys. We all have bad habits. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're not perfect. We are imperfect people, and it's okay. But it's about identifying those bad habits and really trying to remove those. So if you procrastinate a lot, or maybe you eat a lot more junk food than you should, or maybe you're not getting up early, whatever it is that you have for like a bad habit, I would say really try to replace those with positive ones, productive activities. Try to identify where your weaknesses are and really add more value to your strengths. I mean, I wouldn't say focus on the weaknesses, but just really try to improve yourself in every possible way. It's self-development. I really tried to identify some of my bad habits. I really just nipped them in the bud, because if they're not adding value to my life, to my goals and where I'm looking to be, and it's actually interfering with that, you can be consistent in something that's constructive to you, but you could also be consistent into something that's not adding value to your life. Maybe it's hard to adjust to a new routine, but once you get into a new habit and a really good habit, then it's over from there. So identify those bad habits, draw them out, and really replace them with positive, productive activities. So I would highly recommend that you make a list of some of your bad habits and really try to change them out for some good, constructive ones. Now, the last thing we're gonna get into is accountability. And don't we all love holding ourselves accountable? Right. I would say that it's hard to hold ourselves accountable, but it's really easy for us to find a mentor, find someone that, you know, whether we have a coach, a life coach, or a really great friend or a colleague, someone that truly understands what we're aiming for, and we ask that person to just hold us accountable. I have a coach to hold me accountable in my business world, but I also have a spiritual mentor who holds me accountable in my spiritual life. So, you know, just holding me accountable for attending church or prayer, whatever the case may be, or just volunteering more, which I actually admire, because it really makes you want to accomplish it and just really do what you're supposed to do. So I'm a firm believer in having an accountability buddy, and maybe you can hold someone accountable as well. That could be with your fitness journey, that could be with your financial goals, maybe your career goals, or even your life goals or your personal goals, whatever it may be. Find someone to hold you accountable, you guys. This is gonna make a really big difference in your business, in your life, and in your personal growth, because if you have someone helping you, or not even helping you, but it's just more like, hey, pointing out like, hey, don't forget, you got things to achieve, you know. And I think doing it in a really positive, constructive way, like, hey, I see you're failing this month, like, hey, that's not cool. So you really want to find someone that's going to constructively and positively affirm you and hold you accountable so that you can be aligned with your goals. All right, you guys, so that is all for today's video. That's my quick how to practice self-love tips for you all, for anyone who's on their self-growth journey, for anyone who's trying to just practice self-love. These are ways in which you can practice so that you can start implementing all these things into your day-to-day life and be on a journey to becoming the best version of yourself. And this is what it's really all about. We're just taking it one step at a time and doing the best that we can to be the best version of ourselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun sharing some of my tips on how to practice self-love. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with someone that you know who you feel this would be of value to. Thank you so much always for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video.